So made it here to Pakistan. It was a long journey coming up from Africa. I was on safari for a little over a month, and now I'm here in the mountains, which is kind of really where I want to be. Africa's great, but the mountains are always calling me. So we had 3 flights to get here, so I'm gonna go zero my rifle here right before dark. You see the sun setting behind me, behind the mountains. We have this beautiful mountainside chalet we're staying in, so I'm gonna go check the rifle so that first flight tomorrow we're out in the mountains hunting. The SKP case kept the gunwork safe all the way through because we just shot here at just under 200 meters. It was about as far back as we could get here on the ridge. It was just right at the top of the paper. So guns on, been protected, and we're gonna get some rest tonight and head out first thing in the morning. So no excuses, guns ready to go, I'm ready to go. If we find the animals, we should make it happen. Well guys, it's the first morning here in Pakistan, and we are going to start off up at the top of the mountain looking for the Sind ibex. So it's about a little bit before 4 a.m. I think we have about an hour and a half drive, and we're going to be into the hunting area. So away we go. Big adventure here in Pakistan, someplace I haven't been yet, and I'm very excited about it. Chinkara gazelle, group of them, a nice big male in it. So we're gonna climb up this hill right here and see if we can't get a shot over the other side. So cool animal, first one I've ever seen. So we're gonna go give it a chat. Ready? Everything's ready?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, down.
Down.
Okay.
That one is still there, it's not moving.
Chinkara gazelle down, about 300 yards, and I had a rock steady rest, and we're able to get it down here in Pakistan. So first animal of Pakistan, looks like a great male. We've been looking around for quite a while, and this one gave us the opportunity. So got a good prone rest, 300 yards. They're a small animal, but I had a perfect broadside shot, so it happened. We got it done. Well, we're here in Pakistan. We've been hunting ibex in Urial. We were able to get this morning on this great chinkara gazelle. It's quite a unique story about this animal. The villagers out in these areas have literally, I won't call it hunted, poached these guys way down. The heads of these areas have done a huge conservation push to grow this herd of these animals, and now there are many. They live in a small area. I mean, it's a large prairie, but in the whole grand scheme of things, it's a small area in Balochistan. And the efforts of the heads of the local government have really made this animal have a great comeback, and it's because of hunters like us from the west and hunters that are here that are looking for these animals that these animals are now thriving. The man who runs this area is also in the process of bringing back the native black buck to this area. They have 2 types of gazelle here that are native to this area, and the conservation efforts have just been immense, and the proof is right here. You have a very old ram, and once again proving that hunting is the root of conservation. Let's go hunting. Hey, you see he's quick to go when he's driving the car. Walking, no. Driving the car, let's go, come on. There's no ram there.
No. इसमें बड़ा जानवर नहीं है मेरी जान.
if we don't see, then we start posting guys up on the tops until something moves this afternoon. Not to question these guys because they do this all the time, but we've looked everywhere but the obvious place. Was there. Yes, yes.
I'm on, okay? You can anytime.
Oh, he's got to stop.
He will stop, okay? He will stop. Stop. No, fuck.
Okay.
Can you shoot him?
Clear?
Clear.
Down.
Down.
It's a good ram, huh?
It's a good rim. It's a good rim.
Hey.
It's a good rim.
All right. Blandford Uriel. We hunted hard here for a week, and I think a real nice Blandford Uriel here. He sweeps really, really wide out. We were double checking, triple checking to make sure it was not a far shot. Thankfully, I made my gun right this morning.
Yes.
And now, boom,
It worked
right over
well.
top of the other one's back. I had that angle, so.
Good.
All right.
Very good.
All right, let's go see them. We are in a completely free range area. It's hardly ever hunted. And these animals are in the middle of nowhere. We're walking for miles and miles and miles to try to find them up here in these mountains. So this is a nice ram, a nice specimen of Blandford Uriel. Two of the 5 animals down, main animals that we're hunting here, and we're going to continue seeing what we can hunt after today. So we traveled again through the night. We've been traveling at night most of the time here between different areas, looking for these different animals. So from where I hunted the Kenyan gazelle, I'm now across Pakistan hunting the chinkara Indian gazelle. They look very, very similar. I think the only difference is a little bit of coloration on their face. I have to research more to see, but we're going to go give it a chance for these guys today before we move on and continue our search for Urial. So we're going to go give it a try. We've been driving all night, and I'm tired, hiking all day, driving all night, not much sleep, but we're going to go see what we can come up with. I get to lead my own string of camels.
Yes, if you can, but it's not a good position. Down. Very good.
Well, here with my second gazelle here in Pakistan. So they have the 2 gazelles here, chinkara and Kenyan, and they live kind of in the same region, but they're just across the country from each other. One is a little bit lighter, horn growth is similar, one has a little bit wider spread on the horns. The Kenyan one has a browner face from what they're telling me, and has more color on the body, whereas the chinkara is more taupey and tan colored and more lighter colored in the face. So I was able to get both species here in Pakistan. Pakistan is a place that has many different species in Asia you can hunt. They have 3 markhors, they have 3 different Urials that are huntable. They have the 2 gazelles, they have 2 ibex, and they have other animals like axis deer and nilgai or blue bull, hog deer. I mean, the list goes on for game here able to be hunted in Pakistan. And the reason that these game animals are here, truthfully, is because of the hunting industry. These guys in these areas where the gazelles are have done a huge push to repopulate. Obviously, the markhor success story is unreal. What we've done as hunters, especially from America and Europe and even Russia, as far as funding and things going for the rebuild of the markhor population, has not only reestablished the markhor, but it's reestablished the snow leopard as well. And there was just an article this week out in the Daily Mail, of all things, that said that trophy hunting has single-handedly saved the snow leopard. So for all the anti-hunters out there, you need to understand that whether you like what we do or not, that's fine, that's your opinion, that's your feeling. But facts have to remain that hunting is the best tool for conservation, and it has to continue in order for the animals to thrive, period. Again, emotions, everyone has them. I have my emotions about certain things, but the fact is that you cannot argue true proven facts, and the true proven facts are that hunting is conservation.
What's the range?
Huh?
What's the range?
634 yards.
Or if you want, when it will go on the other side, we can go closer.
It's up to you.
Yes, we can do that one also. It went on the other side. It went on the other side.
I'll look with your binos and see if it's the same ram. Please. I can't tell if this chin beard. The other one had a really big chin beard.
It has. Earlier one has a slightly whiter beard. It is a black beard. It has chin also. It has chin also.
If he moves when I go up there, you're gonna have to move, okay? You have to say shoot, okay? How's it looking?
Yes, shoot. Shoot. Yes. It's a nice one. Down, down. You have hit him. You have hit him. You have hit him. You have hit.
Yo! Yes! Oh my God.
Very good.
Oh my gosh. This ram has given us fits since the day he gave me a chip shot, and I shot high. I'll never blame a miss on the gun. The miss is always on the idiot holding it, but the gun was off. It was shooting high, but I had zeroed it at the other place, and I should have known enough that when I moved this far away, completely across the country, that I needed to zero it again for the different climate and all this. So I made it my life's ambition to hunt this ram. I passed a beautiful ram earlier today and angered everybody in my crew when I did it because I wanted this specific ram. And I know I'm very, very fussy, and I know I can be finicky at times, but the reason that I am is because in this ravine is the ram. My ram. The one that had my name on it from the first day. And if you couldn't tell from my excitement, I got tears in my eyes right now because the opportunity that I got to actually hunt him again. And we spent 4 extra days here, longer than we wanted to, in this Afghan area. And this is a beautiful Afghan Urial. I don't know where he's gonna go, but I'm telling you, I haven't seen very many bigger, if any bigger. This is a big, big Afghan Urial. He's got a beautiful white beard as to how they are, and I'm just so blessed to be able to do what I do. And these guys believe in God, and I believe in God, and I believe that that's why we're all here, and that's why we're all part of this, because we earned it. We've earned every step of everything we've done on this trip, and I'm very excited. I'm very, 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 very happy. This is a very, very good ram. I can see him down in here from here, so I'm gonna get down in this hole and have my moment with my ram, and my God. This was a hard hunt. This Afghan Urial gave us fits. Gave me fits. This is the ram that the first day I was here, first 15 minutes, he came out. It was the biggest ram they've been seeing around here. This thing is huge for an Afghan Urial. There's not very many of them. There's only 2 small pockets of them here in Pakistan that allow hunting. But I missed him the first day. Gun was shooting high. I don't know why, but it was very high. And now on the 5th day of hunting this animal, we finally were able to collect him. Just under 300 yard shot. He was laying down when we found him, and waited for him to stand up and made a great facing on shot to him. So Afghan Urials they were very prevalent in Afghanistan, and because of poaching and just no hunting is allowed in Afghanistan, so they've killed all the animals out. So there are 2 areas here in Pakistan with limited tags because they're doing a big conservation project to bring these guys back. But the Afghan Urial is set apart from the Blandford Uriel. It's got shorter, thicker horns, and it's got that big telltale beard coming off of the bottom of the chin. And really cool animal. One of the 3 Urials you can hunt here in Pakistan, and I'm just very, very happy I finally have my animal on the ground. If you want to hunt trophies like this Afghan Urial here in Pakistan, contact me at Inferno Outdoors.